Can you guys hear me okay? Type in a 1 in the chat pane if you guys can hear me okay. I don't think there's some people that can't hear me okay. Okay, I guess everyone can hear me. I don't see any comments just yet, but oh, great. Okay, awesome. Keith says now we can. Okay, awesome. So here's what we discussed earlier. There's a little bit of a lag with YouTube, and so what I'm going to do is just manage my YouTube channel as well and focus on comments. So if you guys have anything or any questions or comments, just go ahead and feel free to post it in the chat pane, and I can kind of monitor from there. Okay. Okay, so this is what I was discussing. This is how I like to start my day. I like to look at the charts early on a larger time frame, and then kind of go from there and see what's happening on a larger time frame and dissect what we can do. Earlier, I mentioned Jerome Powell's talking at 10, so it's going to be an interesting day for sure. So we're going to monitor these trades and work together. So the SPY S&P 500 is a beautiful inverse head and shoulders scenario right now on the 65-minute chart. But keep in mind, guys, 65 minutes, this is a larger time frame, so it can take all day for it to kind of get up here. And this also means a triple level of resistance at this point. Unless we break out of here, I don't think that we can really go soaring higher. So what I'm going to keep an eye on is whether we go lower or higher. I'm going to put some fibs on this guy and see how low we can really realistically aim for my futures traders. I know Keith here likes to trade futures. So for my futures traders, about 421.10 is a good target. If you're simply just trading SPY, you can do options. And if we take out this low of this candle anytime during today's trading session, then I think we can target 421 today. If we go higher, then surely that will be wave 3 and we can really go high. The next level of resistance probably is at 445, but I doubt it that we're going to go higher with Jerome Powell talking today. So that's on my watch list for sure. I will be watching this and monitor it for you guys, and we'll find some trades on it together as well. This 15-minute actually looks like a perfect bull flag to me. So if we break out and go higher, I don't mind trading bullish either. It's fine. We can take it in any direction. The Qs look exactly the same way. Tesla, my favorite ticker to trade on, is actually doing something very interesting as well. So on the 15-minute chart, it looks like we're kind of stuck in this zone right now of of this range between 887, so 890 and 860. So if we can break out in either direction, I would be open to taking a trade in either direction. But I don't want to touch it until it takes out and makes its mind. So if it goes higher above 890, I'm totally okay trading Tesla higher. We'll find some interesting day trades on it today and see if we can kind of make some money on it today. I wanted to go over a couple of fun tickers that I found during my scan. NVIDIA is one of them. It just seems to be interesting because NVIDIA and AMD got beat up really bad yesterday. So as you can see, it's just kind of trading in the middle of yesterday's candle. Let me get rid of these fibs so you guys can see properly. Okay, so as you can see, it's just kind of in pre-market, it's just kind of over here right now. We got rejected at the 10 EMA. So I want to kind of put fibs on it and see what's going on with it. So we're going to put the fibs from the high to the low and see how deeper of a pullback we can get. It seems to have been bounced. Well, it kind of picked up a little bit over here at the 382 region. So if we take out the 50% level over here and go higher, I'd be open to trading it bullish, and maybe 618 could be a good target. If we don't and we decide to go lower, then I'm open to trading it bearish as well. There's just so much uncertainty right now. It's just kind of wacky. No one knows really what's going on in the markets. Everyone's just kind of scared and panic mode level on. So that's what's going on currently. It's so much uncertainty. So we're just going to kind of watch it and monitor and see if we can find some cool day trades on it. Another fun one is Intel. So this guy popped up on my scanner as an outside candle. So if you guys don't know what an outside candle is, it's previous day's candle that's being taken out completely from the top and the bottom. So yesterday we went a little bit higher than its previous day and a little bit lower on this candle. So this is a pretty cool scenario right over here. What we're going to do is keep an eye on it and see if we can break higher or lower on this. I put some fibs on the high to the low level of it, and it seems like we're bouncing off of the 382, just like NVIDIA. So if we take out the 618 today, about 47.49, I'd be open to taking a trade to 48.59. And the risk to reward seems pretty good over here. So also a red candle closing, not really closing above the 10 EMA, but close to the 10 EMA. So this could be a fun bull trade or a bear trade in either direction. I'm open to it really in either direction. We'll see what happens at 9:30 at open. Square is my absolute favorite one to look at today. This is an inside candle. If we take out the low of this guy right over here and go lower, I think Square can really come back. The green line, guys, by the way, is my 10 EMA on the chart. So I mean, Square really is a little bit far off from its 10 EMA. So I think it's looking to come back a little bit. And I would like a retracement. Honestly, if it pulled back this much to 112 range, it would get bought up. So I really like this range. I think we're going to monitor it for a bear trade more than a bull trade. This is a daily chart. So yeah, I kind of like this setup a lot on Square, especially if we can take out the low of this candle. So what I'm going to do is put an alert right over here and see if we can if this alert goes off during our trading hours after 9:30. I will be open to taking Square bearish and could target the 10 EMA. So that's Square for us. Here is Netflix. This is another fun setup that I absolutely love. Netflix has been beat down. It's going through some serious trouble right now. Ever since its earnings disaster, I think it's just, and I honestly, I mean, it was a tiny bit overvalued. I think they had some subscription issues or whatever, but Netflix is a good company. I long-term holds, I want to kind of dip my toes in around the 320 range. I truly think that we can pull back to the 320 range over a period of time. I don't think that's going to happen today, but Netflix also had an inside candle, and this is a beautiful setup, guys. So massive run up. Okay, lots of buying coming in. This is a Maribozu candle. For those of you that are my new traders, that means absolutely buying 100%. Nobody sold on that day. So this is a massive candle. The only thing that I don't like about it is the volume. The volume on this sucked. It's just pathetic. So massive candle, no selling happened. No one took their profits. On this day as well, the 10 EMA kind of acted as resistance, but we kind of got bought back up. We bought it back up again above the 10 EMA. And then yesterday was a small sell-off day compared to some of the other tickers. Some of the other ones I've seen have struggled. For example, SPY and the Qs yesterday were horrible looking. They had a pretty big bearish engulfing candle yesterday. So this to me feels like there's not much selling happening right now. And so if we can take out the high of this candle and look to go a little bit higher, I'd be open to trading it in either direction. Really, honestly, I'm completely okay with trading in either direction. So I would want to see a breakdown. If a breakdown happens, I think we can target 50% of this candle as a retracement. So we're going to just kind of see where that is. Let's put pips on it. Okay, so here's a 50% retracement. If we were to take a bear trade, I think this is where I would target to take profits. So maybe entry below 382.26 and a target at 371. So entry below 382, I'm sorry. And target would be 372. That's a good range. That's $10 of a move. So it's a pretty good range. I would want to take this trade. And if we go bullish, then I'm totally open to taking a trade bullish as well. No worries there. But as we all know, I prefer my bear trades way more than bull trades. So I'm truly hoping that we get some sort of selling coming in over here, or we get a buying coming in. If the buying comes in and we break out higher, I am open to trading it bullish as well, because there's been absolutely no selling coming in. So that tells me that there's more buying interest than selling interest at this point. There's not enough profit taking happening in this chart pattern. So we're just going to look to play it in either direction, and I'll be open to really anything. Right now, it kind of looks like we're going to open at 386, so just midway. Not anything spectacular just yet, but we'll keep an eye on it together. J&J is also very interesting, guys. When this is a double inside candle scenario. When a double inside candle knows if they want to buy or sell, really. They're just kind of making up their mind. Also, after this move being born, I think everyone's just kind of assessing and seeing where we go from here. It looks like pre-market, we're going to actually open a little higher. So higher than this one, higher than the closing of yesterday's candle. So we could trade this in the bullish direction right at open, and we look to target this level right over here at 1.7. That gives you a good risk to reward. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened. I think we got disconnected. I plan on doing this more often, so I'm gonna try to get better with YouTube Live. Sorry, we got disconnected. Hopefully you guys are hanging on in there. Faye says, hello, Miloni. Hi, Faye. It's so good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Okay, cool. So go back to J&J again. This candle scenario is looking good. So we're going to probably look to set up a bullish trade at open, and we'll see where we go from there. McDonald's was a fun one. So I set up a bear trade a while ago on this, and it worked out pretty okay, in my opinion. I think it did pretty okay. So we made money on it for sure. So I'm going to get rid of these lines and see where we go from there. Okay, awesome. So guys, I don't know if you guys can see a clear head and shoulders happening on McDonald's. This is a perfect, dictionary perfect head and shoulders on this guy. And I think McDonald's, somebody mentioned yesterday, one of my traders who happens to be from Russia said that McDonald's has lots of franchise, lots of locations in Russia, and they're kind of struggling with that. I think there's some news around McDonald's in Russia. I'm not sure. Maybe they decided to close it. I don't know what the deal is, but she kind of mentioned it. I don't think this drop is news driven though. I think the drop just kind of occurred due to the charts, but it is showing weakness. So I'm going to keep an eye on this either for swing trade or a day trade. Honestly, if we take this hammer candle out, McDonald's is going down. It's definitely going to at least 220. So this would be a good swing trade setup as well. I'm gonna set an alert. I don't think that we will have any drastic moves today unless Jerome Powell comes in and says something crazy, which I highly doubt. I think he'll just make everything peachy back up again. So I don't know. We'll just keep an eye out on it. I really truly like this chart pattern. So okay, we're gonna come back and assess this. To me, it looks like a head and shoulders formed. Here's how I would look at this. So this is probably its neckline from here to here. It's not a perfect one, but it will do for our cause right now. Okay, slightly slanted, but this was a retracement of it. We could kind of move this guy out a little bit higher, and this was the retracement of it, and now we're looking to go lower. So maybe a swing trade on this, guys, would work as well. So we'll see where we can go with this. I really like this. This also kind of not a perfect one, but seems like an evening star reversal. Too many terms thrown at you guys. So if you guys don't know what a specific indicator is or a term is, feel free to type it in the chat pane and I will be glad to address it. So let's go look at Square. Oh, Roblox, sorry. The next one on the list is Roblox. I'm so excited to be trading with you guys. This is going to be fun. I plan on doing this hopefully every Wednesday as time goes by, and it could get a lot of fun trading with you guys. So okay, so Roblox, this guy just can't catch a break. I don't know what's going on with Roblox. Maybe they had bad earnings. I'm not too sure. Yeah, this looks like an earnings kind of drop, and then we just never recovered from there. But this is what a good bear trade looks like. If anyone ever wondered why I love my bear trades a lot more, look how long it took Roblox to get up to here. And then look how quickly it just dropped back in. If you guys just compare the timeline from here to here and then here to here, it's really, you can see how bear trades work a lot better. This is why I truly enjoy bear trades a lot more than bull trades sometimes. Okay, so interesting fact, guys. I did not know that. I did not know this. Obviously, this seems so obvious to somebody that's been trading for quite a while, but I had to ask my mentor. It's just a curious question. So at its opening day, when something opens over here, and then if ever the price closes below it, so let's say $60, we'll call it 60 for even numbers, for a whole number. So when the price closes below the $60 level, that means there's more sellers in this ticker than buyers. the selling interest is way more higher than the buying interest, which is totally cool. It's amazing. I did not know this just by looking at the charts. Obviously, you should be able to tell, but it was just one of those obvious things that just didn't occur to me. So anyway, moving on to this guy right over here. So Roblox is an inside candle as well. And unlike Square and Netflix that we looked at, Roblox is below the 10 EMA. The green line is the 10 EMA. So that's below the 10 EMA. So I think the chances of this guy going down a little bit more are much higher than it going higher. So for today, I'm going to keep an eye out on a bear trade if we can get it in. If not, we'll take it bullish, but then there will be resistance over here at the 10 EMA. So I don't really want to, I'm not too keen on taking it bullish. I think bearish is the way to go. So we'll see how that goes. As a matter of fact, I think it's opening pre-market is a little bit more closer to the downside than the upside, but I don't want to really touch it until there's some surety involved in it. So we'll see how that goes. I will put an alert out here and see if it gets triggered. Ideally, you should be able to short it from this level, so 50.29, and get in a little bit of a higher entry, but I just don't want there to be support while we enter our trade. There might be support at 49.88. And so I just don't want to mess with that. So I want to be sure that we'll kind of make some money. If we go lower than 49.88, I can tell you that we will come back and retest the bottom of this candle for sure. So 48.11. This was, although it looks like a hammer, this was an indecision candle, and then some selling came in. So we might be able to get a good trade in. Let's put some fibs on it and see if we can get some good targets in for Roblox. I think the 50% retracement, so 46.79. I don't know, because it hasn't been moving as much range-wise, unlike Tesla and Netflix, of course. $10 candles are nothing for them. Because it hasn't been moving as much, I think I'm gonna just keep an eye on it and see what it does. Maybe target level could be 47.73, or just the bottom of this hammer could also work. And that would still be a good risk to reward ratio, you know, comparatively. Put your stop over here and your target over here, we should be good. Bottom of this candle should be good. Okay, so that was my list. If anybody has any other tickers that we want to look at or and discuss, I'm open to it. And we open in less than 2 minutes. So I'm kind of excited. Let's see what we do. Type it in the comment section if you guys want to look at any specific tickers. If not, we'll just wait till the opening and see what happens. This is a lot of fun to be trading together. I mean, who wants to trade by themselves? I think it's so much easier to just trade with people than to trade by yourself and have inputs and different minds put together, just different perspectives. For example, I only look at bear trades. I can only form bear trades in my head. So when somebody says, no, it doesn't look that bearish to me, I think it's an advantage to me. Rather than a disability. They kind of help me out with a different perspective. This is pretty awesome, guys. Tesla is sort of looking to break out a little bit higher. I just don't want to touch it until it goes above the 15-minute level that we looked at. Maybe if we took this level out, things would be different. Okay, all right. Well, the markets are open. It's 9:30. I understand that there's some lag in YouTube. So what I'm going to do is, if I take a trade, I will put it in the comments and play it out with you guys a lot more quicker than the 1 minute lag that you guys have. So in case I say, okay, I'm looking to trade this, and then set it up, then I will put it in the comments as well, so you guys get a quick access to it. Let's go look and see what NVIDIA is doing. We'll look at it on the 3 minute chart. Sorry, I'm trading on a small laptop today. I don't have my screen, the big screen that I have. Ooh, NVIDIA is looking good. Let's look at it on the 1 minute chart. So one cool strategy to play with sometimes is an opening range breakout. This is an indecision candle on the 1 minute chart. And if we take out the low of this, then we take a bear trade. So entry here, stop here. That's one cool strategy. If if that's something that you're into, you can certainly play it that way. I just like to wait and give it a little bit of time. I think initially, let's go look at the futures. This is the futures for S&P 500. So, and this ticker is called ES in TradingView. So this is the 3 minute chart on it. Let's look at it on the 15 minute. So this also has been trading in a range. Looks like we're trying to break out of this trend line. Let's put a trend line over here and show you guys what I mean. Retested it kind of, sort of, and then we're looking to go higher. I have no problems taking bull trades, but I think the odds of us being in bear trades are much better because of Jerome Powell coming on than bull trades. So we'll just see and decide on what trades to take. Okay, NVIDIA, let's look at it on the 3 minute chart. So the strategy that we've been following for RLT is we're going to need one red candle before we go in bullish on this guy. And so if that happens, I will set it up. I just don't want to take a bull trade and be trapped. That's just my only problem right now. Ooh, Square. Okay, let's go look at Square. This is why I love alerts on TradingView. You just, they're never laggy. Perfect. Okay, cool. Awesome. So we're going to look to take Square. We're going to possibly do an entry over here. Let me move this chat pane over there. We'll put our stop a little bit higher. And let's see where a good target is on the 15-minute chart. I think we could pull back down to 120 sure. So we'll do a target over here. Awesome. 125.06 and 127.28. Square entry 125.06. Okay, I'm going to punch it in. Hopefully we get filled. I don't know if we're going to. It just looks like a waterfall right now. I think everything seems to be falling off of a cliff. We might have to adjust our entry a little bit as the 10 EMA kind of pulls down a tiny little bit, but we'll give it a little bit of time. Oh, God damn it. If it goes to our target prior to uh, falling, then I'll just leave it alone. I won't be super excited about that. Okay. Tesla looks like a good one too. I'm gonna get the extended hours off. Just regular trading hours is what I need to see. Tesla undoubtedly has been the strongest stock out there. I thought this was the first one that would just collapse, but that's not the case. I'm going to punch in my numbers on Square. I don't know if we're going to get filled. I think it's going to get a target first. Oh, God. Damn it. We'll just wait and see if we can get filled. Come on, Square, a little bit of buying. Nope, it's gonna go to Target, guys. We probably missed this right off the gate. What's McDonald's doing? McDonald's is making a good move up, but it's an inside candle, so I don't want to touch it just yet. What did NVIDIA do? NVIDIA's been really weak and has had a pretty bearish day yesterday. So I want to probably look to enter a trade short over here. Let's look at it on the 3-minute chart. Okay, if this candle, I mean, there's still 2 more minutes to it, but if this candle closes like this, I am going to take a trade bearish in this direction. If it goes bullish, then we'll just leave it alone. I'll come back and visit it. Intel, beautiful. Okay, this is perfect for a bull trade. Yep, absolutely. Okay. So we're going to do, I think we're going to have to be really quick about this. This is how I trade, guys, when I'm by myself. Really, just get a watch list together and have a set of rules and a strategy. That's it, really. It's simple as that. So we're going to put our target over here. I think that might be, we can probably get a little bit more out of Intel. We'll assess the targets as it comes. I just want to get this trade out there so we can kind of take a trade together. 48.15 is the entry, 47.05 is the stop. I'm going to punch it in. Okay, cool, awesome. And if we get stopped out, we get stopped out. We have our risk and rewards in place, so I'm not super worried about it. I'm trading on a funded account platform right now, and so it makes weird noises when I get filled. So just put up with it, please. Don't judge me on that. It's not my computer. It's the program that I'm on. Okay, 48.05 is the entry. So now it will be a buy stop limit. I'm gonna trade. Okay, placed. And we will see if we get filled and can do some marvelous things with it. All right. Where did my EMA go on this? Oh, it is up there. Okay, cool. All right. Just kind of got worried a little bit. So On the 15-minute, I like that we're above the 10-minute 10 EMA. Square, I'm gonna cancel this trade, guys. I don't think we're gonna get filled. And at this point, I mean, it already went to our target, so I don't really want to be in this trade right now. I will go ahead and put it in the comments so you guys get real-time data. Canceling Square. It's so annoying that there's a lag. So I'm looking at the YouTube screen right now, and you guys are solid minute behind. So, but if anything important like me canceling a trade or me getting failed in a trade, I will definitely put it up there on the comments so you guys know what's happening and what I'm doing. Okay, I'm gonna go check and see if I got filled on it. Yep, I'm filled on Intel. So we'll see where a good target is. I'm gonna go to the 15-minute chart and see where the next level of resistance is, and that's where a good target could be. I don't wanna be in a trade too long because Jerome Powell comes on the mic soon, so I don't really think that that's wise to be in a trade for that long. I think, the 786 actually seems like a good target, even though we have no good risk to reward in this. But I think we'll take all at 48.60 only because we have very limited time over here. So let's move the target down to here and we'll slap up the stop a little bit too. So we're not losing. 48.58 is a good target. I'm gonna go punch it in. Okay, I think we'll have to sit through some sort of retracement pretty soon, but oh well, we'll be patient with it. I won't worry about it too much. Right, I will update my broker as well with a target. Okay, so we'll give it some time to work. I think ideally we can move our stop down to 47.45, but we'll give it some time to work and see really what's playing out on Intel. The markets are raging higher. That's awesome. Let's go look at the ES. Ooh, cool. This is, so Keith, my friend, ES is definitely going bullish right now. What you can do if you wanted to take a trade here is, this is a 15-minute chart, so we'll have to sit through some retracement. So I wouldn't just take the breakout right now. What you can do is wait for a pullback down to the 15-minute 10 EMA, or you can probably target one red candle in here and look to go bullish from here. It's definitely looking bullish right now. So I think that's good for our Intel trade. We will get to our target pretty quickly, hopefully, and see where we go from there. Let's go shoot back to the 1-minute chart real quick and see what that's doing. Yeah, this is looking solid right now. We're gonna now, keep in mind, guys, these are day trades, so they're supposed to be really quick. I don't expect you to sit through this all day. So that's why I'm not too worried about Jerome Powell coming on at 10, but I can tell you this for a matter of fact, that at 9:59 or 9:58, you will, I mean, if he delayed it, I don't know, but if he comes on the mic, we will see a drop. And it would suck to get stopped out of something right before he comes on the mic. And then it goes to your target directly, which would make me really mad if that happened. But that's always a likely case. Let's go look at Tesla. Ooh, Tesla. So Tesla has been super choppy. I'm a little hesitant. Technically, we could set up a trade over here bullish on Tesla, but I'm a little hesitant. You know, when things pull back to a level, it pulls back a lot more. When the market itself retraces, when the SPY retraces and pulls back a little bit, Tesla seems to drop a lot more than the rest of the market, or when it gets bought up, it seems to run up a lot more. For example, yesterday, when the markets kind of got bought up, this was the move that Tesla put in. Imagine if you were on a bear trade over here. This is a move that Tesla put in. And then when the markets kind of pulled back a little tiny bit, this is exactly what happened. It pulled back, it erased its entire move up. And so that's why I don't like Tesla too early in the morning. Our Intel trade is working. Yes. Yep, looking good still. Square, you nothing burger. This is a little bit annoying that it didn't pull up as much. But oh well, we tried, guys. What did Netflix end up doing? Netflix, technically, you could be setting up a bear trade over here, but I think it got sold off right at open and then bought back up. Let's see what happens. Let's keep an eye on Netflix. I think it's looking to do that bear rotation one level down. We'll see what happens. So I think Netflix is looking to do this right now. We will see. We could set up a trade somewhere over here, but I don't know if I'm super interested in it just yet. Let's give it a couple of minutes and we'll come back and take a look at it. J&J. We could have set up an Intel kind of trade on J&J as well. Let me look at it on the daily, just 1 second. Yeah, we should have gone long right off the bat. We'll come back and revisit this as well. I just don't want to be in too many trades all at open, all at once. So I'll just give it a little bit of time. Oh, come on, Intel. Why are you not moving? Everything else is moving pretty quickly. McDonald's is making a big swift move up. Interesting. And Roblox, just struggle bus all day long. It went right to target, guys. Look at that. How cool is that? Some of these things, you know, you can plan all you want, but some of these things, when they drop right at open, for example, Square, that did a number on us earlier, what are you supposed to do? I mean, you don't want to be in a bear trade right now at this level. Although I think it could be interesting. I think Roblox probably go to the 10 EMA on the 5-minute, and that'll act as a resistance and then probably fade back down. So Roblox and Netflix, I think, are my favorite bear trade setups that we can set up and see what happens. Let's see. I want to give it a little bit more time, just one more candle close, and I'll set these up. I think Roblox, just overall, because it's so weak, we can set this guy up for sure. Maybe an entry over here. And stop a little bit higher. Okay, cool. And then we could make a new low, possibly. I think wave 3 could be pretty large, so we'll do target at 47.63. How about that? That's looking handsome. Come back and fill us, guys. Don't go without us. Okay, 49.71 is the entry and 47.68 is the target. 49.71, 50.80. I'll punch it in the YouTube thing. Okay, cool. I'll go put it in my broker. Oh God, no, I think we missed this one too. God, no. Let's go reassess Netflix. This is looking good too. Is everything pulling back? Let's go look at our trade that we're in, that I'm in. Put INTC. Okay, so Intel, I would be a lot less interested if we went below this gap area. So I'm going to move stops on it to 47.40, just in case it kind of wicks us out and then goes higher. I'm going to move stops on it. It could take all day for this thing to work. I don't know if it truly is going to. It is S-curving in a better direction though, compared to Roblox and Netflix. Do you guys see what I mean? I think it's looking to do this rather than this. But both scenarios are valid. We can't argue that neither one would play out in either direction. It's all valid. So for now, we'll just look at it and monitor it as much as we can and see where we go from there. I'm gonna go update my stop on Intel. Stop is now at 47.40, so put it in comments. Did you guys get filled on this guy? I am not filled yet. I'm still waiting for a fill. If we take out this hammer candle, I'll just go ahead and cancel it. We missed this train by what? Like, God, what was the high of this candle? 49.67 by 4 cents. We missed this trade by 4 damn cents. So now we're just gonna have to end up canceling it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll give it a little bit more time to work. I also don't want to be in this trade if we kind of go higher now, because I don't want it to be like a double bottom situation where we go higher now. So we'll see. Let's go look at ES SPY for Keith and see what it's doing. See if he can get a futures trade in. Let's go check this out. Okay, so the RSI is super high on here. I think we need a pullback to at least this level, and then you can look to get in. Although I think because it's close to 954, I think it would be better to take a trade in the bearish direction right now when Jerome Powell comes on. So if we go lower, like if we take out this 10 EMA while he's talking, then a lot of bulls will be trapped. So Wave count wise, I think this looks like a wave 3 right now. So we might make another high and then kind of drop back down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, maybe just a little bit tiny higher, and then possibly a pullback. It doesn't have to be too drastic. We'll see how this plays out too. I think the risk to reward for this trade would be in a much better position if we close below the 10 EMA and trap symbols. Come on, Intel. Everything's screaming bullish. Yeah, we missed this, guys. I'm sorry. We just weren't quick enough for this. Okay, it's gonna go to our target pretty soon now, so we'll just watch it. I'll go ahead and cancel this trade. If you still want to be in it, that's fine. If you want to adjust your entries, that's fine. But I think, to me, it just feels like I'm chasing it a little bit too much now, and I don't want to do that. So I'll just go ahead and cancel it now. And if it bounces over here, then that kind of turns into a double bottom, which could prove to be bullish. So I don't really want to be in this trade now at this point. Here's a pullback coming. Here's Jerome Powell pullback. I've seen this happen time and time again, where I'd be in a happy, fun trade where it would work out, and then he would get on the mic and we would be done for. And he wouldn't even say anything negative. It's just the fear and the uncertainty of what the market's going to do that kind of messes with people's heads. Okay, Tesla. Let's see what you did. Went all the way to 886. We could make another high on Tesla, but I don't want to be in this trade stuck too long. Let's go look at Nvidia, Netflix, probably. This could play out. We could put a bear trade on. I think I'll just wait. I don't want to risk too much on Netflix right now, especially because we're in a trade on Intel. And there's uncertainty happening. But if you wanted to, I could see this play out pretty well. Entry below this hammer candle and a target possibly at 377 could definitely play out. I sometimes like to just watch bear trades work. They work pretty quickly and efficiently. This is Johnson & Johnson. Super powerful consolidation on the daily chart. Such a clean breakout of here. We should have just, at open, we should have just put in an order for 165, probably 165.50. Blocks. Damn it. Yep, going to target without us. We'll leave it alone. SPY's getting bought back up. That's interesting. He may not be talking around 10 o'clock. I don't know. Well, I mean, at least all the news channels and everybody else said he is talking at 10. So we'll see what he has to say. I think they're caught in a big mess right now where neither direction plays out in his favor. Not raising the rates or raising the rates. So I don't think it's a fun place to be in. I don't think Jerome Powell's job is the most fun one right now to be in. So I really don't know how much he can help the markets. I also think that now that he got reelected, I don't think he cares about the markets as much. I think he just wants to fix this inflation issue. Intel, oh yay, it's looking good still for us. I think it could work, guys. It might just take all day for it to work, but I really like the way this this is playing out. We'll just be in it all day if we have to. That's fine. Square. Square went all the way down to our target. This is just terrible. What a miss on this, man. Oh. So for those of you wondering why Square's target level is over there, is because this is where the next level of support. So I went on the 15-minute chart and just kind of assessed where the next level of support was. It just went down too quickly for us to be in it right now. And even on the 3-minute, it just went down way too quickly. So we're just gonna have to live with it now. But that's the fun about it, right? You miss some trades and you get in some trades and see which one works out. Ooh, Netflix. Now, this is what we're talking about. This, by the way, happens to be my signature move. Break off the 236 level and break of the inside candle on the 15-minute. This is perfection if it plays out. So what I'm going to do is set up an entry over here on Netflix. Stop a tiny little bit higher because wait, be patient. Don't go without us. No. 381.99 is the entry and 386.80 is the stop. And this will be a bearish trade on Netflix. Netflix. Okay, I'm gonna go put it in my broker and see if I can get filled. Okay, I just put in my broker and actually I got a pretty decent entry comparatively. I think got filled at 382.50. Let me just make sure. Nope, I got 382. So, okay. We'll see what happens. All right, on this guy, we're gonna target 377 for 50% of our target, and then the rest we'll take at 372.92. So let me just put targets over here real quick. And then we'll do another target over here. Okay. And feel free to play around with this. I just find it useful to get out a little bit above the fib levels, just to avoid retracements. This still looks good for a setup. So if you guys are not filled yet, and want a better fill than me, then feel free to take it. If not, I absolutely understand. I know the rest of the market is screaming bullish. So totally get why somebody wouldn't want to go bearish on Netflix right now. But that's the plan so far I have on it. And I'm filled, guys, so I'm in it. And our stop is in a good place. So the idea behind this, for those of you that are fairly new and watching this, is that Netflix is doing this. And so now with our stop being in place over here, we're avoiding a scenario where Netflix could go do this. So that's what I'm trying to avoid. And if, if we get stopped out, we get stopped out. I lose half an hour, and I lose 1 hour actually on this trade, and that's it. We go look for another trade. For those of you that don't really know what I mean by an R, what I mean by an R is if I'm willing to risk $500, I find it very useful to just not put out numbers like that. I mean, it's very easy for me to just be like, hey, look, I made $5,000 today, which is not the case, or 500 is what I aim to make every single day. So it's very easy for me to just say, hey, I made $500 today or $5,000 today. Well, somebody out there may be trading with a much smaller account, and then they're going to feel like, hey, if this person's making that much money, I want to be able to make that much money as well. How come we both took the same trade and mine worked the same exact way as hers and I didn't get enough? What they're going to do from then on is start risking more money. So that's why I think we've stuck to a good system or they'll get FOMO and then they'll, make silly decisions. I did that for a long time when a lot of people on Twitter would post their accounts up and they'd go, oh, up $150,000 a year or whatever. It scared the crap out of me. Like, I'm not doing something right, maybe, because I'm taking the good trades. I don't know why it's not working. So, I just don't agree with putting out numbers like that. But I'll tell you, for the cause of this, I'm risking $500. And so what I did was my entry is at 382. Well, ideally I planned it at 382 and my stop is at 386.80. So the difference between those is about $4. And $4.80. So what you do is pull out your calculator and you divide 500 by $4.80. And whatever that number is, that's how many shares you can afford to buy and lose 500 if it doesn't go your way. Now, for the Intel trade, I have 250 at risk because I wasn't too sold on bull trades just yet with Jerome Powell coming on. So for the Intel trade, I have that. Also, for those of you that know me personally, I prefer bear trades a lot more. I think they work a lot better than bull trades in the current markets. The trend clearly is bearish. So there's no point in taking crazy bull trades right now. So that's my whole rant on the R system. So what I mean by R is my risk to reward unit is 1 on it. By that I mean 500. Now, if your account is super large, let's say you have a $500,000 account, you should plan on risking about 1 to 2% on your day trades, depending on how good and experienced you are. This seems to be working, guys. Let's go. So depending on how good you are with your trading strategy, you should be risking 1 to 2%, no more than that ever. So if your account is 500K, you should risk a little bit more than $500. Obviously, 1% of it is not 500. So with that being said, you can afford to buy more shares, but the strategy still remains the same. If your account is, let's say, $5,000, then you shouldn't be risking 500. You should be, risking maybe 50 at best. And that's when some of the lower price tickers work out really well. And you would think, oh, well, I'm never going to make money if my account's too small. No, that's not true. I grow all of my accounts starting from $8,000. So it's really doable. I mean, even if you just had 10 shares of this and we got to our target, you would still have made money. So it's not really that difficult. Let's go see what SPY is doing, what ES is doing for Keith. Ooh, perfection, you guys. What a big, crazy bull trap for the bulls. This is amazing. This is going to help our Netflix trade go quicker. I'm going to go punch in the target at 377.24. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, targets are in. If it gets there, the broker will fill me. We'll all be very happy about it. Let's go look at ES. This is fantastic. He must be talking. I don't have access to any news outlets right now, but he must be talking right now, and not sure what he's saying, but oh well. Okay. This, my friends, is a perfect double top. This is phenomenal. Fantastic. Cool. What we're going to do is set up a trade right over here for Keith and myself. I'll take it with you, Keith. But if you're still here and you're still watching this, I see that there's a couple of people watching this. So if you're here and you're watching this one's for you, my friend. Okay, put a stop right over here. And then we go to the 15 minutes and figure out where a decent target level could be. This seems like a decent level of support, and that's pretty big. So could come down here. We might have to wait all day long. You could take all at this level of support right over here. Or trail from there on to this level right over here. With that being said, I also want to go look at Tesla real quick. So okay, here's target number 2. I'm going to copy this chart link and I will send it to our YouTube chat. So you have a copy for you. There we go. Perfect. Awesome. I don't want to wait too long for this trade to play out. Because like I don't want the 10 EMA to come down a lot more than that'll act as resistance. So I just don't want to wait too long for this to play out. We'll see if it happens quickly. Ideally, I would want this candle to kind of go up and fill us and then look to roll back down. I'm going to do it with futures options. So I'm going to be in it quickly, in and out quickly. So I'll take all at 43.06. I'm not going to wait till this target, but it's entirely up to you, Keith, whichever one you want to take, or anyone else that's taking this trade. You can do the exact same thing, guys, that are not trading futures. You can do the exact same thing. Oh, look at Square. Oh my goodness. On the ticker symbol SPY. This is the S&P 500. And so what we're going to do is, it's a beautiful head and shoulders as well over here. This could work. So what we're going to do is entry over here on the SPY. And we can take targets over here. Okay. And a stop could go over there. Now, if it floods, you guys, if we collapse, I have zero doubt that we'll go way lower than my target. I mean, really, ideally, I'm looking for 427 today. It's not going to fill us. No. But hey, that's going to help our Netflix trade for sure. So I'm looking forward to that. But ideally, I'm looking for 427. Really, and you don't have to, if you don't want to be as patient as that and you want to take profits quickly, then maybe take 50% here and then the other 50 over here, or you can do something fun like trail your stops after this. So by trailing your stops, what I mean is instead of your stop being here, now your stop will be over here, and you can put it in your broker and say, hey, if we drop lower, then move my stop lower too. And so there's a way to do that as well. I don't think that we'll get filled without chasing this guy right now. If you want, you can place your entry a little bit below the 10 EMA, and that could work. But then I just don't want to increase my risk to reward over here. Let me see what ES is doing. Yeah, ES moved down to a little bit. So let me see if that's doable. 43.31. Could happen. We could get filled. I don't know if we're going to. This is a problem with bear trades. You have to be super quick with it. And if you're not and you miss one tiny thing, you're out. You've missed the move. Give me 1 second, guys. My phone's blowing up. I guess we must have had some news or something, because everyone in their right mind is texting me right now. So, okay, cool. Let's see if we can get filled. I'm going to go adjust my entry in the broker. Give me 1 second. Hey, we're getting close to our target on Netflix. Keep an eye on this guy. Just make sure I get filled on it. Okay, I'm not filled on it, and I don't like that we're bouncing right over here. So what I'm going to do is you can either market exit, or you can increase your target down a little tiny bit. But I think after that many bear candles in a row, I think we're better off just market exiting. You can market exit at the 377.40 or 50. Either one would work. Okay, yay, that was an awesome trade. Intel, ironically, is not dropping and stopping us out, or it's not. So I'm out for, how much did I make on this guy? Let me go look at my broker. Give me 1 second. Intel is still holding strong, guys. This is odd, because the rest of the world is collapsing now. So, hey, maybe we'll just be in here all day. I don't know. Once we take out this pivot level, if we do, then I'll move my stop up to 47.68. But for now, there's no reason to get all overly excited and move stops. If you want to exit at break even because it's moving like a nothing burger, I'm okay with it. It's entirely up to you. Okay, good thing. So this is an indecision candle, and then we have a bullish candle follow through. So that tells me that there's buying coming in, or maybe shorts closing out their position. I don't know, whichever one it is. But that tells me that there's buying coming in right now. So I still have hopes that we might get filled. The problem with me getting filled right now and just looking for it to roll over is, but I'm chasing now. What happens if it just does this? I don't want to have a much lower entry and have to move my stop down a little bit because of that. So that's my biggest problem. But I think if we can get filled on this, this could be our pretty good winning trade. I'm so proud of Netflix. Yay! Some of you, if you guys took this trade with me, probably are filled at target. And if you're still holding, I'm not holding, by the way. I'm completely all out of my position. But if you're still holding, this still is a very plausible target. You want to hold through a retracement up to here. So maybe this and then look for another move down. It's definitely doable. I can see it play out. So just keep an eye on it. If you guys are still in it, that could very well play out. I would move my stop now at this point to, oops, sorry. A little bit over here. So now, or even a break even kind of seems plausible. Maybe a break even. I just don't want this pivot to be too far up. So maybe a break even could also work. Let's move the stops to break even so you won't lose money on it. And then go from there. Yes, yes. Oh man, I don't know if I got filled. I hope some of you guys got filled. I don't know. Let me go look back at it in my broker. Okay, all right, I'm filled now on it. It just makes me really mad when I don't get filled. And I've found a good trade. So we'll just have to see roadblocks. God, what a miss. What a quick turnaround. We would have been, I mean, even if we entered over here at this point, we would have still been good with our target. And possibly gotten to target 2. This is the exact analysis that we talked about in pre-market before roadblocks opened. And if we had just taken that trade and set it up, it would have worked out perfectly. SPY is bouncing, so you guys should be filled in SPY too if you wanted to be in this trade. Tesla. Let's look at this guy now. Perfection. This is a good thing happening on this guy. I'm just excited because it's setting up for a bearish trade. When I'm trading by myself, this is exactly how it behaves. I'm cheering for all the bear trades, and right now what I'm doing is just giving out my mind's conversations to you. These things happen to me in my head. I don't obviously say it out loud to myself, but yeah. Yep. If Tesla breaks, my very good friend Mithun, who is a phenomenal analyst, mentioned something about a retracement on Tesla to 840. I think it could get to 836, then maybe bounce up a little tiny bit and then maybe come back down. This is a beautiful setup on Tesla as well. Let's look at it on the 15-minute chart and see what we can do. I don't like the fact that we're in all of this support right now, but if the market kind of pulls back a little bit, Tesla definitely will pull back. I don't want to get in after all of this selling, so I want to find a better entry. We'll go back to the 5-minute. Oh, here was our entry probably. God damn it. Let me see what these fibs are for. Oh, they're from yesterday's candle. The 10 EMA is at 851. I'm glad we looked at this. Okay, so let's be patient on this. Let it have a bounce from the 10 EMA and see how strong that bounces, and then maybe come back and look at it for a short on Tesla. I'm going to set an alert level right here. Okay. Oh, well, never mind. No need for alerts. Okay, so now it's at the 10 EMA, guys. So let me show you what I mean by how strong the bounce is. So we can look at it on the 1-minute chart and if the bulls are interested in this guy, you'll see a big volume candle. Something similar to this. But if they're not, then you'll see something similar to this. And that tells me that there's not that much interest, or Tesla doesn't really care about the 10 EMA resistance. So we'll see what happens here. Depending on how big this volume is, we'll kind of assess. Okay. All right. My ES trade is looking good right now too. It seems to be working. Just don't like this hammer. I don't like all the buying coming in, but I don't think it's going to stop us out. Well, in a couple of minutes, I'll move my stop down. So in case things kind of go crazy. Okay, let's look at Tesla. Awesome. So no real buying coming in. No one's really truly worried about Tesla's 10 EMA being there. We're breaking down, friends. So now that we know that that's plausible, let's go look at the 15-minute chart and see where a good level of entry would be. I would want to do 757, but I don't want it to be. The problem with trading Tesla all the times is the risk to reward is just not there. I don't want to put my stop over here and my entry over here. So 856 versus 886. It's a $30 stop. It's a little too large for my taste. So I want to see a better setup. Maybe if Tesla can get an inside candle a little bit over here, and then we can look to enter that trade, that would be nice. But until then, I don't want to touch it. How glad are you guys that we didn't go bullish earlier when I was looking at it and I said, oh, it looks bullish. This is why, my friends, we avoid these traps. Tesla is a notorious trappy ticker, but it's a very rewarding one as well. So sure, it makes sense for somebody to be trading Tesla, but it just traps you. If you're not managing your risk well, you could blow up your account in under 3 days just trading Tesla. NVIDIA is looking good for a rundown as well. Let's see, 15 minutes. This looks good. We could set up a bear entry below these tweezer bottoms, and target could be over here. Let me see. Is everything running? Is everything getting bought up? Oh man, yeah, it's getting bought up. He's probably talking or said something. Oh man, I don't know if we're gonna get stopped out of this. We might get stopped out of this. Does anybody know what he's saying? I have no idea what he's saying. He's probably fluffing it up. Okay, here's your pullback on Netflix. Keep an eye on this guy, and then see if you can look for one more roll down. Damn it. Yeah, we're out. Sorry, guys. There's just no way to control this. I have no idea what he's saying. There's just no way to control this. Look at this rocket ship on NVIDIA. Tesla, what a big trap that might be. I'm out of my futures trade, by the way, guys. for a loss. Let me just make sure I am completely out. Just 1 second. Yep, out. Oh, darn it. Okay, so on Tesla, I move that. This looks like a great level of entry still for a short, because I don't anticipate Tesla doing this number right now. So I'm watching this closely, and this is why I didn't want to set it up earlier when we were looking at it. I said I want to just pull back a little tiny bit more. This hammer, what a trappy candle over here. Imagine if you went bearish because we took out all of these candles, and then this thing just pulled this number on you. Maybe at the 10 EMA, so 866.90 could be a good entry. Let's see. And we could move our stop to 877.70. If we can get filled, I don't know if we will or not. And then the target still remains at 836. I know it seems super far-fetched, but guys, really, it's Tesla. I mean, it can get there. It's getting rejected at the 786. I don't know if it'll pull back higher. Oh, sure, just stop me out and then work. Why not, right? How annoying is this? With tweezer tops. How annoying is this setup? Great. Here's our Netflix play working, guys. This is working out fairly well. It will make a new low, for sure. Wave count wise, it makes sense for it to go make a new low and then get into corrective territory. So that's when things start to reverse. They don't have to reverse, then it could be a new wave down also. But I think, that that's when things start to kind of reverse and look for reversals. So it will probably come make another new low, get to our target at least. At this point, I would comfortably move my stop to this level right over here. So now you can't lose on this trade. At least you'd make a certain amount of money for sure. What a nightmare this thing is. Oh. $766.77. I'm gonna go put this in my broker real quick and see what it does. Okay, cool. Awesome. We will see if we can get filled on this. My order is in there, but I think if we take out this guy right over here at 851, I think we won't get filled. We've missed it. We should have set it up over here. Okay, we'll keep an eye on this guy for now. Let's see what NVIDIA is doing. NVIDIA is acting a lot like SPY right now. Tesla tends to act a lot more like the Qs, which is the NASDAQ, the QQQ. And we could do a bull setup on NVIDIA, but I just, I don't know how high it's going to go. The 10 EMA is right there at 240 plus all of these wicks. I don't really feel safe about taking this trade in NVIDIA. Yeah, our entry would have to go above this bear candle, and then 240 is right there. So that's just pointless. I don't know if I want to take it bullish. Bearish, maybe. If we take out these tweezer bottoms, we could take it bearish for sure. So let's look at this guy real quick. Okay, cool. So we open with a gap up, we go fill that gap perfectly, and then we bounce off of that gap up. We bounce off of that gap. So maybe if we close below this guy right over here, it could prove to be extremely bearish. But if the markets are raging, really, there's no point in being bear trades right now. Darn it. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what he said that messed it up, but hey, at least we tried. Okay, so on this guy, this is the bull flag that I'm looking at right now. Something similar. It's not accurate, but something similar to it. Here, let me do something else. Something of this sort. And we are retracing it, and it looks like we're bouncing higher, which is fine, which is great. For those of you that don't know what a bullish flag is, this is what a bull flag looks like, for the lack of better drawing. This ideally is what a bull flag looks like, with waves pointing down, a channel pointing down, and then when we take that channel out, we go higher. Typically, you should target this pole's move. So let's say this is a 50-point move, you should target a 50-point move. So an entry over here, and your target should be 50 points higher over here somewhere. So I'm saying 50 points in the futures terminology. It's not, I don't think SPY would make a 50-point move overnight or even in today's trading session. SPY is breaking out. It's bullish. We're gonna watch and see if we can find some bull trades now. I'm still in my Intel trade, guys. I haven't gotten to the target. So the SPY is definitely giving this guy a push. This is plausible. Hopefully we get there soon. How's Netflix doing? Okay, so you're not stopped out yet. But if we go take this candle out and go lower, then I would move my stop over here so you can kind of get a better risk to reward still. Okay. Tesla still didn't fill me. I'm gonna go ahead and cancel this trade on Tesla on my broker. I don't like what it's doing right now. It should have been a flush down, and it's not really happening. Plus, the markets are screaming bullish right now, so I don't really see the point in being in a bear trade right now. Let me just go quickly cancel it so I don't get filled. Somebody in the comments said, "Hello, I found you on social media. Excited to be here." Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. Yeah, I'm very glad. I hope you're taking profitable trades, and I hope we're all making money together. Okay, cool. Guys, just a little bit of a notice here. So I have a futures trading intro to futures class for one of my futures room subscribers at 11:30. So if anyone here from YouTube that's watching currently wants to come learn how to trade futures, it's pretty basic. So if you're an advanced futures trader, then I wouldn't really recommend that for you. But if anyone wants to come learn how to trade futures, come join us at 11:30. If you would like access to it, just reach out to us on the website at reallifetrading.in, and I think customer service should be able to send you a link. Okay, awesome. Okay, we're gonna move these things out of the way and see if we can get a bull trade in. Does anybody know if Jerome Powell is done talking? If you do, would you kindly put it in the chat pane? So all of these things matter, right? He influences the market. I mean, he could say one wrong word and we could really put a dent in some of the trades. And he could say one right thing and it could really just go flying, just like this one. So all of these things matter, and that's why we want to keep up with what's going on around you, around the world. The news outlets, for example, they really play a huge role in how our markets are trading today, or every single day in general, the media outlets. So sometimes on CNBC, or sometimes on all of these Yahoo Finance Live and things like that, where they'll say something, they'll hype up, something, and it would go flying, but there's really no real news around it. So you want to make your decisions on, finding the right picks, really sifting through the right tickers. Today in the morning when we came in, I knew there was going to be turmoil on Wednesday in the markets. And so I didn't pick any tickers that had a sure level of uncertainty. I only wanted to trade inside candles. I only wanted to trade tried and tested methods that work. And so that's how we ended up with Intel and Netflix. Okay. Tesla, I just can't seem to let go of this trade, although I know I shouldn't be trading it right now. Okay, we'll see. We'll watch it and see what it does. For us to take out this green candle, it doesn't seem very bullish, but there's still this hammer candle. We'll just watch it. It's not making a new high, so it's not doing this. It's actually doing this. And so I think the odds are in a bear trade's favor for sure. I just don't want to take it too far low and then it just bounces and traps everybody. So I'll wait and see what it does. And if we miss it, we'll miss it. We'll go find something else. There's money to be made every single day out there in the market. Roblox, guys, this thing just got hammered. Just look at that. This is prime example of why you should only trade the trend. On the daily, if you can move your eyes from this side of the screen to this side of the screen, if you see a line going down on the chart, that means the trend is bearish. It took me a long time to understand something as simple as that. The trend is bearish. Don't trade against the trend. What happens when you trade against the trend? Everybody that's profitable over here will, so let's say we gap up tomorrow and go over here. Everybody that bought over here is going to say, I'm going to get rid of it for profit. I'm going to take profit. And then that's going to entice more bears to come in. Or let's say we go up and fill this gap. Everybody that bought over here is going to say, hey, I've been in this for a very long time and now I'm finally profitable or at a break-even level. I'm just going to get out. And so that's why bull trades don't work in bear trends. Bear trends work a lot more better than bull trades. So trading the trend is the best bet you have here. Hey, this looks great. We'll look at McDonald's real quick. Look at this perfect example of a gap fill to the penny. And then we probably look to bounce higher. Maybe this acts as resistance. So when we have a gap like this, when we have a gap on the bottom, it tends to act as support. Okay, so this is what gap fills look like. This fill the gap, and then we go a little bit higher. Now this level is acting as resistance, and we kind of come back down. I could see McDonald's. We could set up a trade on McDonald's for sure. It's 11:46. So yeah, we probably have time to do that. Let me just quickly go look at the 15-minute chart and see what it's doing. Yep, it's struggling with the 10 EMA over there. On the daily, it's still an inside candle. So I'm gonna keep an eye on this guy and see if I can set up a bear trade on it. Maybe an entry below here, but then the risk to reward, I don't know if there will be much to it. Entry over here, stop over here, that could work for sure. I could see that happening. Okay, let's go look at SPY real quick and see what that did. Just to stop us out, just for no reason. ES is also doing that. So I see a cute little inverse head and shoulders forming over here. Will it work out? Will it play out? I don't know. But if you wanted to play it bullish, right where our stop is, could be a good place to go bullish on it, on SPY right now. So an entry above these tweezer tops could be plausible. I could see that working out. And then your target would just have to be 438. Leave it as whole numbers, 438. There's our boy Netflix. Okay. If you guys are still in this trade, I would move the stop to this level and see if it can make a new low. You don't want to be too patient. Just hang in there for another new low, so maybe to like 375-ish, and then you could exit all if you wanted to. If not, you could just hang in there and kind of see what it brings. Intel is being tricky. I'm gonna move the stop loss. Now to 47.61 and see if we can get to our target. Okay, square. Played out perfectly, just as well as we planned it. Okay. What did Tesla end up doing? Oh yeah, we went lower. Okay, great. Okay, this, my friends, is the 10 EMA buying coming in on the daily chart. Although just looking at this chart does not look extremely bullish. The volume on this just sucks. It's just not right. So while the rest of the world is raging bullish, Tesla is not as bullish. I still think we can get our fill over here, and I don't want to chase it too much. Ideally, I'd like a fill over here at 869, but I don't think that's going to happen. So two things can play out. It's either going to just run down to our target really quickly, or it's going to come up, fill us, and then come down. My order is canceled, so I don't really have a trade on it, but I am looking to place a trade if something sets up. I just don't want to rush it too much. I don't want to chase it too much because the stops have to be so far apart on Tesla. It's insane. NVIDIA, on the other hand, is also working on a cute little head and shoulders. I could see this happening, you guys. This inside candle, we could trade this. Let's do a 15-minute looks a lot different. Oh. Okay, there's limit entry. Sorry if you guys hear the background noise. I have some construction workers working in the background. I hope it's not too loud. And a target over here, 234.38, and then our stop would just really have to be here. Put this in, I think it could work. For a quick flush down, definitely. 236.84 by 239.66. Oh, Jacob from RLT Denver says, great watching you trade. Hey, awesome, Jacob. That's awesome. I'm so excited for you to be here. Yeah, but this is, you guys get the hang of this stuff, right? This is the same exact process I follow all day long. And by the end of the day, you're probably up to your target. I stick to my daily targets of making specific amount of money, and my target currently happens to be $800, but it used to be $500 for a very long time. And I just kind of increased my account size a little bit. So now it's at a little pleasant place. But yeah, but this is, I do this all day, and this is how I get to my target. On most days, honestly, if we could get a good trade on Tesla, on most days you get to your target by 11. You don't even have to, you don't have to doubt it. So it's doable. Okay, I'm gonna set up a trade on NVIDIA 336.84. And my broker, please don't have miss me. Okay. NVIDIA's in, but I don't know. I think it might have gotten missed. It's the struggle with posting it in YouTube and then posting it in your broker, and just takes forever. So if I wasn't posting this in YouTube, guys, I would be posting it on my Slack channel, which is, you can go on our website and find our Slack channel and you get access to all the trades I'm taking. So I would just come over here, copy this link and post it in the Slack channel. And so you guys get access to all of it. And so I'm oftentimes I miss trades. So here's a setup on NVIDIA. Let's see if it works out. I don't know if it will. I don't know if it'll come and fill me. But it's looking good for anyone that did get filled. I'm still gonna leave it here for a little bit. I think it can come get me. I'm not too worried about it. Here's our boy Netflix working on a new low. Come on. J&J, look at that monster skyrocket. And so by now it's coming to our target. Right around here is where I would take all and exit. So if you put your stop over here at 162.40 and 164.40 for the ease of whole numbers, that's $2. And then you would make right now about $2. So if you risked 500, you would be out with 500 gain. That's just, and it plays out solidly all the times. McDonald's. Okay, McDonald's is still not doing anything fun. Roblox is just Roblox. This is SPY. SPY still we wouldn't have gotten filled on this guy. So we'll leave it alone. I think it's looking for another move down, maybe. I'm not sure. We'll just let it consolidate. Tesla broke down. Oops. $836 is a good target. If anyone's in this trade or if anyone's looking to trade Tesla bearish, 836 is a good target on it. Let's see if NVIDIA came and filled me. Would have gotten filled. Let me just make sure I got filled. For some reason, it didn't fill me. That's weird. So I'm just making sure I got filled. Okay, got filled. I'm in now. All right, let's see how that goes. It has had a massive sell-off yesterday, so I wouldn't expect it to do anything too drastic. So just be patient with this one. I also think that if the SPY pulls up, then NVIDIA will also go higher with it. So I'm gonna leave you guys with this trade still going on, and I might be able to post updates in the comments if anyone's in this trade with me and if I'm moving stops or anything else. But just, don't chase your profits too much. What I mean to say is take all at 344. Don't expect it to get to target number 2. I think it doesn't really have that much fuel left in it to go down that much. We've had pretty strong sell-off days on this guy, and this just can't catch a break. Poor thing. It's just on the struggle bus forever. So yeah, I wouldn't expect anything too drastic, but it could get to our target easy. I could see that happening for sure, especially if the SPY comes down. Oh yeah, one candle, we're out, we're done. So I'm pretty confident about this guy. The one thing that's playing out in our favor is the fact that we went and did this and didn't make a new high. So that's where our stop is over here. So I think I'm still pretty good with this. And if I move stops in a few minutes, I'll move stops to 375.65. So that way we lose a lot less in case things were to not play out in our favor. And then go from there. On Intel, guys, I'm still in this, and it's time for me to leave. But if you get a chance to get out at break even, or maybe for a little bit of gain, look for an exit somewhere there, because it's just being a nothing burger. It's not doing anything too much right now, and I'm not one of those super patient traders that can give it all day. So maybe our target's too high, maybe we aim too high, maybe we should have taken all over here, but oh well. Either way, this I think is playing out okay. If we get to break even and you want to exit all, do it. If you want to do it for a little bit more of a gainage, do it. That could work too. I could see that working out. Maybe at 48.14 ish level, or 48.10. Whole numbers seem to play out really well. Anyway, guys, it's time for me to wrap it up, grab a cup of coffee, and then I will be in my futures room. So if anyone here wants to learn how to trade futures and figure out the most bare basic version of what futures are, come on over and join me. I will see you guys hopefully next Wednesday. It was so much fun trading with you. We got two profitable, well, one break even and one profitable, and then we lost on the futures trade. So we got two profitable trades in. I feel pretty confident about NVIDIA. I think we'll be decently profitable there too. So yeah, until then, I hope you guys have a wonderful trading week. Don't take unnecessary risks. Keep up with the markets and see what they're doing. I will see you guys next Wednesday. Goodbye.